Hooligan gang,
Bang, bang.
hooligan gang,
Bang, bang.
hooligan gang,
Bang, bang.
What the fuck's up, nigga? Let's go.
A little bit more. We good?
Better, I'm chasing cheddar. I'm soaring no feathers. Bitch, I'm a stepper. That's how it goes, that's how it goes. Keep on hustling, chasing the cash and count that money on the line.
Blunt Honesty Podcast, Hooligan Gang, bang, bang. Man, we back at y'all with another one, man. The CDs are saying, man, who is to my right?
Man, I'm back, man. Sorry, y'all, man. You know what I'm saying, man? It's Big K, Marco, Naptown, North Carolina, Port City, all that shit. M's, my way living, love, life. Who else?
Man, we got Big 17, 3 love stacks in this bitch, nigga. We
Man.
got how many strains we got in this bitch today? Like
Man, we got like a million.
3, 4 for 34, nigga. Oh yeah, and I came all the way here to say it's from the neighborhood to the neighborhood. Hey, nigga, woo, that was fire. I know that was fire, nigga. Whoa, man, stop playing with me. I said it was fire. You know it was.
Give me a hug.
Savage, aka Eddie Hatch, Savage himself, Hooligan Gang.
Bang, bang.
You know how that go.
Yes,
Rock.
yes, sir.
Man,
Yes,
crazy
sir.
topics today, man. A lot of energy, man. But off the bat, man, off the tippy top, man. Let's
A lot of
talk about snitches, man.
A lot of energy, a lot of
Topic of today. Hey, somebody zoom in the camera on me or whatever. It don't even matter. But the topic of today: stop snitching.
That part.
Stop fucking snitching. Yeah, I messed up with the cuss word. I shouldn't even did that.
Bro, I talk your shit. My bad, my bad.
Man, look, man. I've been gone for the last show, man. I'm mad I went on the last show, but a lot of stuff to talk about, man.
We
It
took a
was
shot
like
for you. We took a shot.
3 different segments, man, where it's just, oh, bad, man. You want to
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Should I go ahead and blaze up for this right now?
Yeah, man, with the blazing rotation, man. Who you want to talk about first?
Hey, Drew.
I don't even know about the.
We're going to start with the oldest one. For those that don't, Tip.
Hey,
Let me you get Tip out the way.
When it's over, I'm gonna lift the rug, but I need a broom so I can get these. Feel me?
Yeah, man. Man, fuck them scrums, them crumbs, man. We good, man. Okay, I got you. See, man, see how we do it, man. It's just, we can go from neat to whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, we're gonna start off, man. There's a lot of snitch segments, man. Damn, snitch segments.
Oh, a lot of snitch.
We're gonna start, man. Okay, how y'all feel about the Tip situation, man?
Bitch nigga shit.
Now,
Break it
okay.
down what he did first. You know what I mean?
Alright, so he was on an interview, and he basically said years ago when he was younger than what he is now. I know he like 40 right now. He was 40.
That nigga's a bitch.
God, man, blunt honesty, right? But so I guess he said that he snitched on his dead cousin.
Yeah.
Dead cousin.
Yeah, cousin, yeah.
How y'all feel
What was the
about
crime though? Like, what was?
That's the
Gun?
charge.
Just a choice.
That's the charge.
He just said it was his dead cousin's gun.
He said he talked to his lawyer, and his lawyer was like, if you do this too, you know what I'm saying, we can just put the gun on him. And he was like,
So is that snitching? Because it's really lying.
Yeah, that's the one.
Damn near, because he said he could put the charges on him, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not robbing no dead man's gun, no way. If, you know what I mean? But I really necessarily don't say that's snitching.
If my lawyer can put it in there that it's his gun, and I don't got to stand up and talk about it, I don't got to say a word about it, I don't got to open my mouth and breathe about it, then it's okay. But if I got to get on the stand, if I got to write anything down, if you got to type my name, say such and such, first and last name said, nigga, you're snitching. I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Before we go any further, though, let's go ahead and start with the name of the strand, the first strand of today. I had to bring in that extendo. You know what I'm saying? This time, man. You know what I'm saying? Extended clip this time, man. What we have right here is, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That motherfucking wedding crasher, man. Hybrid marijuana strain, man. With the crossbreed of wedding cake and purple punch.
Right now, nigga.
You know
Wedding
what I'm
crasher,
saying?
nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Produced by, shout out to Symbiotic Genetics, man. It gives you the mix of a vanilla flavor and a sweet flavor with the little sprinkle of purple, and y'all already know that come with the little grape shit. So it is a hybrid. It is indica dominant, but it's a hybrid.
What would the commercial for that strain be like? I would never cheat on my husband. Hey, take a hit of this.
And they bust through the wall. They bust through the wall like,
pull your cock.
fuck your husband, bitch. You're coming with me.
The wedding crasher, look, over the whole time, just take her motherfucking face over out there, damn wedding dress. Nigga, it's over, nigga. You're not getting married no more. Shit, that
So
shit.
I was thinking about some shit before we go further expound on the snitching shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to give y'all a scenario. Play devil's advocate.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck with it, bro.
Nobody want to be snitches. Okay. So say that you work. You out of a factory. Y'all on a forklift. You and this other nigga. Y'all not really cool. Y'all not enemies, but you on a forklift. This guy runs into a pallet and knocks over a whole shelf on the forklift. Supervisor not around. Supervisor then comes because the whole shelf is off, fell over. You know what I'm saying? All the pallets on the ground. And who did this?
It's cameras in here.
Nah. Who did this?
No, I'm not saying shit.
You know,
I'm not saying shit.
now y'all, if nobody say who did this, all y'all niggas is fired. I need to know who did this. So you gonna lose your job?
Yeah, leave.
Hey, supervisor.
Cause I done see this shit.
Hey, just walk away. Give us all 5 minutes and we gonna talk and then we gonna figure out who did this, okay? Alright? And then when he leave, we gonna beat the shit out of me, I swear to
Cause I
God.
done seen this shit.
Dragging them all
where
over the racks and everything.
The street is the street niggas and hood niggas when they be on some shit like that at the job. These niggas would be like, that nigga did it. Like, I'm not finna lose my motherfucking job for him. You know what I'm saying? But that's still snitching. You just told on this man. Although he did do that, and you didn't. I get it. That's the same shit that be happening any other time. You know what I'm saying? But I want to know y'all opinion on the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So we are put in this country. We're still in bondage, I believe, and also we don't control shit. In that scenario, you kind of can control something, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not that easy to be, you know what I mean? When you get arrested at first, you can't just be like, hey, officer, hold on. This nigga right here, he's fucked up, right? I'm gonna tell you. And I was like, talk to me a little bit more. You know what I mean? All right, I'm gonna let you go ahead and go. You know what I mean? You sound like you know some shit. You don't control shit with the government, so in that instance, you're controlling everything. So if you want to speak and you know your word gonna be held and shit right there, I don't consider that snitching. Oh, bro, so you really gonna sit here and play crazy and not motherfucking say nothing? You know what I mean? Like, come on, how's that snitching? I can talk my shit. You know you a bitch nigga for not even admitting to it. You should already walk to the supervisor office and told him what you did.
Absolutely.
The fact that you want to play with people's job and shit, I can speak right now, but I can't do that with the government. You could be totally right and still can't speak right. You can be totally right and still not be able to speak your shit. So that was two totally different situations, but I feel where you're going with it.
I just wanted to hear your opinion on that.
Snitching.
What a second snitch.
Snitching to me, and we gonna put this on camera like. Hold on, to snitching to me, and let's put this on. Let's break this shit down. What the fuck is snitching, right? To me, snitching, to me, is having knowledge of what the fuck you doing, knowing there's consequences behind it, but you don't want to fucking deal with them. That's snitching to me. I don't give a fuck what the situation is. If you knew what the fuck you was doing, and you knew it could be a consequence behind it, you don't want to deal with it, motherfucker, you's a bitch. And that's just what it is. There's no way of getting around. You're not a man anymore. Your balls have been pulled. You will forever be a woman. You might as well go cross-dress. You've lost your manhood if you snitch. I don't care if it's involving your kids. I don't care what it's involving. If you knew the consequences, you also had a choice to not do it. So why the fuck now do you deserve sympathy because you decided to do wrong and you think by making somebody else do your consequence? Oh no, brother. Fuck out of here. That's the only thing to it. That's what I'm gonna stand on. I mean,
We don't know okay, see, Man, I was trying to really get y'all's perspective because I ain't really want to say the wrong things or look. Because I'm not going to say shit, man. My mama beat my ass too much for being a tattletale as a kid. So, she used to say, keep your hands to yourself, keep your mouth closed. So, I don't know nothing, man. And I would, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to sit down, 10 toes, and ain't going to say shit. You ain't going to. Then now, there goes to the fact where everybody going to say this. They're going to say, man, everybody say they ain't going to snitch until they get into a snitch situation. Fuck that. And it's not even that, nigga. You got to worry about fuck being in jail with protected custody, all that shit. If you survive to get out, y'all know how many people gonna already label you as, oh, you told. Some people ain't playing about that. Some people ain't playing.
And then let's also.
Now you done put your family in shit. And all you had to do was just stay 10 toes and just shut the fuck up.
Hold on, and that's why I love that he playing devil's advocate, because this is the type of shit that niggas don't understand. A judge told me, nigga, 2-3 months ago, I'm in court. I was like, so what would it take to whoopie said, let me stop you there, you know. It's all about how much money you got. Now, I'm thinking like, damn, that's real shit. But in reality, listen to this. Without no money, you know what I'm saying, like no lawyer or nothing like that, a nigga can say he did it. A nigga can literally, you know, when they arrest you, they say all words will be held against you in court. They'll pull you to the side like, so whose weed is this? Whose gun is this? It's mine, officer. The weed and the pistols is mine.
Now here's my thing.
Hold on, I'm not done. The weed and the pistols is mine. Let's say all of us get locked up. But the nigga with the weed and the pistols obviously got money, right? So I can afford a lawyer. Can you niggas? So now, here's the fucked up part. It depends on where you at, the municipal, the court, the judge may have grew up around grasshoppers, nigga. He don't even know how to fucking be a normal nigga. So look, this is all real shit in cases because look, so now, even though I admitted to this case that it's my guns and weed, right? Y'all niggas don't got no money to represent yourselves, right? So now, y'all gonna take my case and I told on myself. So, they really trying to make you snitch. Now, what's gonna happen is, they want to hear you, they want to see your name on paperwork. They want to humiliate you, nigga. So, even though I snitched on myself because y'all niggas don't got no money, y'all can, only thing I can do is snitch to not have to go look like a drug addict, take classes. They gonna make you take classes. They gonna also fuck your wife up with a pistol case, and I told on myself. So, it is reasons why niggas snitch too. The government is fucked up. Don't get me wrong, nigga. Like, it's a lot of fucked up loopholes in this bitch too, though.
As much as I dislike a lot of people,
yeah,
I wouldn't wish jail on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish jail or prison or being in some boxed-in cage on no human, because it ain't meant for us. It ain't meant for people like us. So I say that to say, just keep your fucking mouth closed, bro. But at the same time, though, if you know you finna go do dirt, that's something that you should have within yourself to know, I do my dirt, I'ma stand on it.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? If you know you finna go out here and fuck up, be man enough to take accountability for your fuck up and take your shit on the chin, my nigga. Because it's people out here. It's people out here that's fucked up, can't see they people again, all because you turned state and went bitch and told and said some.
But I kind of feel like, on the one hand, this is just me off the top, like, okay, somebody who, I mean, we all know and we may have been involved in nefarious activities or deeds, but I feel like somebody with those characteristics, you're trying to get by, so why the fuck would I sit here, you know what I'm saying, I'm already trying to cut corners on getting money. You know what I'm saying? If I could not do 100 years, I guess I won't. Shit.
But like I said, to add to that, so
you never know though.
It be people that be doing okay. It be the smart, dumb motherfuckers that get caught for shit.
And who the next person on the actual Listen, man, if we already dealt with T.I.,
Speaking of smart, dumb motherfuckers.
I want to hear you. You ain't said nothing, man. This ain't the part
Man,
time.
really, I look at it like this, man. If you gonna do some shit, do it by yourself. Don't leave it to the point where you gotta witness. Oh shit, we know you was with Eddie, man.
Right.
So we got you. What did he do? Nah, I mean, me personally, man. If you gonna do some shit, do it by yourself. You ain't got no witnesses. Nobody else is coming. Leave your fucking phone at home. Know where you going. Know where such and such is at.
Then don't give it all to him. Don't give it all to him.
Edit that out. But
Don't give it all to him.
yeah, but
Say, you know,
do it by yourself because really, man, I'm a product of no snitching. Like I did a freestyle over Thanksgiving. When I said I was a product of no snitching, I mean dead ass. Like my uncle and his 7 brothers, they was out of town. They was riding around town all night fucking niggas up. But it was one dude they used as an outsider. They get to beating on this nigga, beat this nigga down. Some dude, they friends, this nigga pull a hammer out, then they kill the dude. So they all get knocked. So they all go to jail. Dude told on all of them. They was like, all right, we got you, blase blah, said your name. Nobody said nothing. Like, hey, it is what it is. They all did 8 years behind that. So I stand on that. Like, keep your mouth closed. Ain't nobody ever gonna have no back trail on me about nothing. If I'm gonna do some shit, simple as it, but as simple as this. Keep your mouth closed, leave your dirt by your lonely. You ain't got no problem.
What about what Charleston White and them talking about? How like street culture is becoming culture. Like
Fuck him. Like I said, tell him about him. Like what you said. Look, what you said, that's real shit. You see how all of them didn't say shit? They was all willing to be men. Look, if somebody said something, such and such would have got 60. Such and such would have got 35. Such and such would have got 40. But just because all them niggas was men, you see everybody got 8 in skate, nigga. Hell's Angels is the reason why I brought it up. 100 motherfuckers got locked up at once. Not one person said a goddamn thing. They all went home the next day.
I'm talking about crime in the neighborhood.
But I'm just saying, like, it's real shit though. But you gotta think since Harriet Tubman, like real shit. That's when snitching became like, oh fuck now, because it's a person taking all these niggas from bondage, right? You say something, nigga, like that's bad, like so, like that just spread, like through the region. That's just a black person thing. Like, if you do the crime, you.
I understand that. What about you? Like you feel about street culture being regular culture?
What you about to say?
I was gonna say, so what if y'all together and one of y'all friends done did something real bad, and all y'all together, he hanging out with y'all don't even know what he did, but now y'all in this situation, whereas the police come looking for y'all, and y'all don't know what he did, but they about to lock all y'all up.
Oh.
Is it still no snitching?
Man, here's my thing on
That didn't make no sense. Because you just answered the question yourself. You said y'all don't know what he did and y'all don't know what happened.
But-
I got a lawyer and I'm going to tell my lawyer I don't know what the fuck is going
we
on.
all know
And
it's
that's
a
it.
situation where
That is
all
it, that's
y'all
all.
can end up in jail.
No. You just said the answer though. You said y'all don't know what happened or know what he did. So we are innocent.
The cops gonna have to do their job.
Everybody is.
The cops gonna have to do their job, man. They gonna have to do their job.
But look, no, the reason why I'm not even trying to be funny, but look,
No,
we're innocent. We're innocent. Now, if we join him and did what he did and then play like we innocent and don't know what's going on, that's still cool.
But how many innocent people in jail though for that very reason?
I don't know, but I'm saying, if you innocent, then you get whether you get a paid lawyer or appointed one, they both get the same story in synopsis. It does not change. If you didn't do nothing, you didn't do nothing, right?
You still go to jail.
So to your question, I was watching OG Percy today, and he was basically saying, you know, what a real nigga in that situation is like that friend, for him not being like, oh, those three didn't even do nothing,
Right.
and this is my whoopie-whoop bullshit that I was on. By not stepping up, or you in the car and, you know, it's a gun in the weed and in the car, and, you know, so we all been in that situation where, and, you know, the real person you know what I'm saying, would be like, it's mine. What's yours is yours. It's not his, that's mine. You know what I mean? But we've always been in that situation where
He didn't.
nobody said nothing, and now there's, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third in the car, and the police are like, who's this?
That's like an unspoken rule, though. I feel like nobody
So
says
that's
nothing.
like, if he
I
know he
feel like
kicking,
a
if he know he,
what?
But that's what, see, though, that's what I was telling you earlier. So I know 2 of those cases like that. One person is like taking drug classes and got the pistol in his background, but both people admitted. Now the other dude had a lawyer, and he walked away like nothing ever happened. See, it's like about your money too. Like, you can't represent yourself, it's really bad to their eyes. Like, first thing is bond out. You have to bond out, because that shows that you can be in the world as a normal citizen. But then the second thing is you have to have a lawyer. Like, both go together. Like, if you cannot do both of those things, get the fuck out the streets and stop doing bad. Because
Right, you got to behind the 8 ball if you can't do that.
I told you, a nigga admitted to it, and still it's in his background.
Right, to your point, street culture becoming what, normal culture?
Black culture.
Black culture.
I hate that.
Let me ask y'all this, because I feel like niggas are trying to make it like a street nigga is the highest evolution of a black man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't, you know what I mean? We all sit here and disagree, but somebody could post something online and, you know, I could post I graduated and it's gonna do its numbers, or I could post I got out of jail, it's gonna do better numbers.
better numbers, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's hell of examples, but I just feel like popular culture is trying to make a street nigga be the highest evolution of a black man, but at the same time, it's like, you know, you could be so much more. Like, you know what I mean? I can still keep it G as a executive. You can still keep it G, you know what I'm saying?
I look at it like when you go to the movie theater, you know, and then you gotta think, we're under the Jews, or however you want to claim it. So they use that as just money for their, like, just like, so when you go to the movies, right, you see some dude with a graduation cap on, then you see some demonic looking movie, then you see some dude standing there with 2 guns, then you see a woman half in a bra. Like, these are the movies. Which one you gonna pick? You gonna go to the nigga with the graduation hat on? So, like, it makes sense in a way. Like, it's just like, the masses they choose and pick. Well, so the streets is what feed them their money.
Point, basically, I feel like at this point, everything that you see in media or everything that will be on TV or radio is going to be to the negative. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Facts.
Everything that's negative is going to be pushed to the forefront. All the positive shit is pushed to the back.
And then that's what I think too. To add to that, to add to your question on that, I feel like, you know how in the 90s they already, you know what I'm saying, the 80s, 90s. We wasn't around, though. We was around like that when the crack era was starting, but we wasn't around like that. Right? So, you know how they always had this stigma on the black man, the thug, the dealer, the addict, the gangster.
The same stigma they got now, but go ahead.
Right, I'm glad you said that, because we ain't never been pushed in the forefront as powerful, smart black men. We've always been looked at as the negative. But I'm not saying that's right. When I'm saying that is, I think people are trying to turn a negative into a positive out the situation. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just like in real life, there's people right now that's got hella money, hella nice houses and shit, and they ain't never had no college degree or nothing like that. But they didn't have to be a thug either though. So I'm saying it's like, that's what we made, not as in we, but the people, we made it cool to be the whole, you know, just like with the movie Scarface, how he came from nothing into something and all that. We all thought that shit was cool. Like with Ace off Paid in Full, we thought that shit was cool. Like we could go on and on. You know what I'm saying? It's what we. It's not a bad thing, but it's not like something that should be praised either. You know what I'm saying?
It's another masses control thing. Like just
control,
showing the Rockies get to the top of the stairs thing. Like you come from nothing to something on the theater.
That's also like saying, okay, yeah, it's what it is, but hold on, let's make it cool. Damn, I should have been past this bitch.
Man, that's extendo. If you hit a normal blunt 3 times, you're supposed to hit that 6. Come on now, blunt.
Wedding
Tell me I
crashers.
got facts.
Wedding crashers, man. Y'all niggas funny, man.
So, what about this gunner situation?
I look at it like this, man.
He's
When it
gotta
comes
tell.
to Gunner, man, he should have kept it tall, bro. Like he was in there for a certain amount of time. Everybody sitting down or whatever. All right, you should look at it like, all right, this man put me on. I got busted with him. Let me see if I can just hold it down for him. But when he sat up there, I get it. I've been to jail. Look, niggas want to go home, bro. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But at the end of the day, you got caught up under that man. Just take what it comes with it. If he don't fold on you, don't fold on him, and just stand solid. He got weak. He got bitch, and was like, all right, look, I want to go home. Which I need to know. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that, bro. Like,
my question to you is, do you think that was a plan? Like, you think him saying that is going to switch shit up and make everybody else like, basically so everybody can, so when he goes back to court, trial, he complete the fifth?
no, absolutely not, because they said under the Elford, what is it, the Elford law or whatever little plea deal. Yep. At that, he still has to come back to court. He still has to testify. That's in the paperwork. You can't sit up there and say, all right, I'm here now. I don't know nothing. Okay, all right, so what are you saying? You lying? What are you saying? And 9 times out of 10, knowing how the government works, they're going to snatch that back and say, all right, you take your ass back to jail then. Since you don't want to tell us what we need to know, take your ass back to jail.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Go
Like,
to his bed.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man. Get this nigga his bed back, man. So, he did wrong. He did wrong. He had to stand on it. He tried to pull. He got little. And he was like, all right, well, my lawyer, I'm going to have him pull out put out this little statement of what, oh, he didn't cooperate. But bruh, you was in court saying, oh, well, as YSL, it's got to come to an end, or these aren't my guns. You know what I'm saying? Bro, gotta stand on that. There's no, I didn't snitch, I didn't cooperate. Yes, you did. You agreed to everything that woman said in that courtroom. You walked out of there, ate some cheese, and got in the Maybach and went home.
With a bag.
You know what I'm saying? With a baddie.
You got
With a yellow bone. You know what I'm saying?
with a BBL.
Yeah, you get in the car first. You got to
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, it was on tape. Into a Rolls Royce truck.
Yeah, bro, it's on tape. This nigga said, yes, ma'am. Do you know of any crime? It was something
I seen
like,
that part, but I didn't see the part.
along the lines, he was like, I have knowledge of YSL members that have did crimes. He was like, yes, ma'am. He got little, and he got to go home.
Now, let's play the civilian side of this shit. Are you gonna did you already do the devil's advocate part?
Not really for this. I don't really got no devil's advocate for this one. I feel like if it's 100 niggas or how many ever niggas got locked up with him, and you're the first nigga getting out and
You going
you're
home.
clearly telling, like, it's like, bruh, this
My
is a
question is,
classic case.
did
of
he
snitching.
get
Like,
all of them locked up to begin?
I don't think that he got them all locked up to begin with. No.
Sure.
They got indicted. You can read the
Now, I've
indictment.
never seen a nigga that comfortable snitch. I mean, like he had his feet kicked up, like he was in the cell, like, oh, is it time?
Can I throw
I thought
this
they
out
said
there?
I was supposed to snitch yesterday.
All right,
Like he snitched.
It's
like,
not a full snitch. It's not like 6ix9ine snitch. He took a plea deal, and within taking your plea, he had to admit to certain shit that could be seen as snitching. But like what 6ix9ine did was snitch.
Right, but I feel like the plea is, you know what I'm saying, a part of the plea deal is you telling on the
No,
people that you
no, a plea. First of all,
He gotta confront,
first of all,
and he don't have to.
he took a plea deal for his case.
Puerto Rico.
He snitched to go home, nigga. That's two different cases. So a plea deal is, hold on, first of all, a plea deal is not fucking snitching. A plea deal is admitting to being in the wrong in your own self, not snitching. Those are two different things, bro. That man was telling.
If you and
What the
Savage
fuck?
rob a bank,
So you telling me any nigga that took
and
a plea
you
deal
take a
was
plea
snitching?
deal,
What the-
plea deal, it's the snitching part.
What?
Go ahead.
you know what I'm saying? If y'all two rob a bank, y'all both get caught. He takes a plea deal and says, Yes, I was there at 8:05. Yes, I had a mask on. Yes, I took the money. Yes, I ran. When it's time for your trial, you kind of hit because he took the plea.
You already told everything they want to know.
So yes,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
snitching,
So
bro.
it's snitching without snitching. It's not like he wrote a statement like 6ix9ine, but he wrote a statement like 6ix9ine.
Well,
That makes sense.
In the case of Kid Slade, if we move on to him, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's
What did he do?
That's horrible.
So-
That's some bitch nigga shit right there.
Kid Slade, I guess he's a battle rapper from Connecticut. He's on the rise, doing his thing. He's battling Tay Rock, who also has a horrible history. But he was in court and he basically identified several people they were on videotape, so they had all the evidence.
I'm snitching.
But he identified the assailant who beat up his brother, who later then murdered somebody else, and they got him on a murder charge. And then he also identified several of his people who was in a video with this murderer. So the thing about it, he was already locked up, and he got subpoenaed to come to court. So he feels like they made him go into court and recant this information, which was already on video. But I mean, you stuck between a rock and a hard place. My thing, you already in jail, so I mean, it's not like, you know.
And it's on video.
That's
What's
easy.
on video was it was like they shot a video together, but then a person from this video beat up his brother and then also later killed somebody else. And they're telling him on the beating up of his brother. His brother, though, also told about the murder. So even if you didn't directly snitch on this man, your brother a whole rat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got
Guilty by association.
But at the same time, you know, being on the civilian side, like, you're getting a murderer off the street. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying this to the camera. If you can't afford a lawyer, you still will get a plain lawyer. And you don't have to say nothing until you talk to them people, man. And when you say something, say something like, man, I took a whole lot of drugs, so I forgot everything, man. You have to forgive me. I don't
Put that
know
in the
shit.
tuck.
You say
Put that in the tuck. Yeah, put that in the tuck.
You don't gotta say nothing until they appoint you a lawyer. Like, I don't care if you can't afford one. You don't have to say nothing. Your name is on paperwork. Moment of silence to you.
Cooperate,
Right, man.
identify, and statement. When you do those, the names in your paperwork,
Yeah, we gotta take it.
statement. It says blase blah statement. Government name. It's over. It's over. It's over, bro.
Look, bro, you're fucking done.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
It's completely over. Identify. Okay, yeah, I know something.
oh,
A statement. You must have said something or you wrote something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Cooperate is the strongest word in your paperwork. When you use that, when they use cooperate, it's rat ass nigga. Like eating cheese for you to still go to jail. But look, the thing with Kid Slade, man, bro, when it comes to battle rap, your damn near, your jacket gotta be clean.
Yes.
Your jacket has to be clean. Why? Because one day, somebody gonna sit up there and say, oh, that nigga told me, he told on me back in 2014, bro, you want the paperwork? You know what I'm saying? Your jacket has to be clean.
They could be itching to give up dirt on you and
Give me 2,000. Give me 1,000. Give me 500.
If Tay Rock didn't even want no money. They just told him just to talk to Tay Rock and then, you know, the shit on this nigga from their hood who snitched on him or they got beef with.
Are these street nigga rules or these everybody rules? These civilian rules too?
why
These my rules.
did he have to tell the judge
No, not him.
who hit his brother with a bottle? Is the question. And then I just cannot, for the love of my life, understand why that man didn't just go and commit suicide. Like, shit.
He don't want to be there no more.
Man, shit, you might as well, because like the way he doesn't understand what's going on is like sad, bro. Like, it's really sad.
What about the Adi Boom situation? Y'all remember that?
Yeah, but the thing about it is, like I was saying before,
I think Adi Boom was clear cut. He
David-
told them niggas got time from that shit.
right, got time from that shit. And one word that I just mentioned, David Green identified.
Damn, that's everything.
That's exactly what it said. It was over. After that, nobody wants to book him. Nobody wants to be around me. They can't get on no cards, nothing. As much as motherfuckers talk shit about Smack, I respect Smack for sticking to the whole little street identity of battle rap. You know what I'm saying? What SMAC stand for? Street, music, art, culture, and knowledge. If he stuck to that and he's still standing on this shit, I respect SMAC. Don't let kids slay back on.
It been working for him.
Yeah, don't let kids slay back on. He has to go home, go get a job, man. UPS side.
Like QP said, go get that job.
Yeah.
UPS
Over
side.
with.
I was trying to expand the question.
Go ahead.
All right, cause snitching used to mean me and you do a crime together. We get caught. I tell you, I go home. You go to jail. But now, like, if a civilian's out and somebody murders their brother, and they be like, "Yo, this nigga murdered my brother," I don't look at him as a snitch.
No, civilians no snitch, man. He pay taxes.
And then what happened with your boy? I thought maybe I misunderstood. The case Slay dude or
Kid Slay dude, he was calling himself the plug. I sold this much
That's
drugs.
the difference. So Kid Slayer whole persona is the biggest plug, you know what I'm saying? Like basically just the drug dealer of the year, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But you're snitching on niggas.
oh
Yeah, so
You
that's
know what I'm
what
saying?
that's what takes a lot from his whole little image.
I got
And he
you.
was already locked up,
Yeah.
so
When
he
they-
should have just kept quiet then.
Yeah, he should have been quiet. Yeah, pretty much he was already in jail.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
put him
for
on
some
the-
other- for some
And you
other
know
shit.
when I knew he was a snitch when he said, anybody knows when you're in the cell, they'll come and drag you. Bitch, you have to drag me out of this motherfucker. Like, what are you saying, bro? Like, oh man, that was awful. Like, I pray to God he, like,
But
gets
the
that
thing is, the
taken off the
nigga
neck.
is fire. He rapped his
I
ass
know.
off. He rapped his ass